I'm glad that you
Hi!
liked it.
I think we're
Hey,
live.
we are live.
Okay, today we're doing the Parkland Twins report.
Do you believe this? This is insane.
We came on camera and I go, oh my gosh, look at my outfit and your outfit. And we started laughing. And then we're like, we really do, because we both do have the ruffle on your. Yeah.
Yeah, the ruffle. We have this. It's an Amazon shirt. It's an Amazon shirt. Can tell you where we got it, and I think I got it in a couple colors. To be honest.
So we're really here to talk about jewelry, not clothes, but we took this opportunity to show you how the same shirt in different colors can be worn with different jewelry in a really neat way. Yeah.
What
So I don't even know the name of what I have on. It's one of our
what a
new ones.
what a cool That's a cool introduction, Mary Grace. All right, I'm moving stuff over, so just give me a moment.
This was
But
not done by design.
no, and I mean, like literally, that's called Lolly. The necklace you have on is Lolly. It's called
Lolly. Okay.
But yeah, literally when you signed on, I went, oh my gracious goodness, are we joking? And yeah, we weren't joking. We have good
Do you guys
taste.
like Lolly? Do you like the shirt in yellow or is yours pink? I can't even see.
It is pink. It's like a mauve pink.
Would
Yeah.
you guys pick yellow or pink? And just remember, I'm the one who gives away the jewelry. No, I'm just kidding. Would you pick
Okay.
yellow or pink? Because I would have picked either too. I really thought I didn't. I don't think I got this on Amazon. It just goes to show you that the same designs are everywhere and appeal.
I
But
know I bought this on Amazon because I bought it in more than one color. I got it in
oh,
this and I was like, oh, I like the fit. So
I
then,
love the sleeve. Yeah, they say, and she's still pushing buttons and
I
stuff.
am. I'm
So
sorry.
I'll
Yeah.
talk to you guys about this. But they say in women of a certain age, like over 50, they used to say over 40 for these kind of things, but you 40-year-olds look like 20-year-olds to me now. But anyway, the over 50s, like if we ever have like concern of our arms or whatever, 3/4 sleeve is supposed to be the most flattering, but an elbow sleeve is what this is called. That's also very supposed to be kind of flattering. The other day I was getting my nails done. Oh, nails. They match your shirt.
My nails do not. Yeah, my nails do not match my shirt. My nails do not match my shirt. Yes.
No, it looks good. You could go to a baby reveal and say, which do you
Yes.
think?
It was my niece's shower. We had her shower here. So
Oh,
for baby Keller. So that's why these are like this.
oh my
Yes, yes,
gosh.
yes.
I guessed. What was I going to tell everybody? It was a good story. Oh, I was
So
getting my
3/4
nails done.
sleeve, nails done. Yep.
I was getting my nails done. And one of the things, too, that it's not that odd, probably, that you and I both chose this shirt is that's a little bit in between because the weather, like yesterday was 90 here in Missouri. Today's like 40, and you're like,
Yeah.
I can't go back to sweaters. But anyway, I was getting my nails done and I had a jacket on. I had the sleeves pushed up, or a shirt. It was hot, hot, hot. And I pulled my sleeves down and she goes, "Are you cold?" The nail lady did. And I go, "No, I just didn't like the way the wrinkles in my arms looked." And she laughed so hard. She goes, "You're so funny, but it's so true." She's always like
Now,
adjusting.
isn't that funny? Like, now, so your situation is that, and my situation is I just don't like my bat wings. Like, my arms are big. So to me, like a 3/4 sleeve. No, I mean, every woman's
So
different.
we're all
So,
like, brrr.
well, I always say I do the double wave because in the summer I wear tank tops and I don't care then. I'll do the
Yeah.
double wave. I wave here and the second one waves here. It's a double wave. Be happy about it. But to be honest, I think every woman's different, and that's where the cool part of this comes in. Like
Yeah.
the fact that okay, you and I are both wearing the same shirt, unplanned, didn't even know we both had it. I have on pearls and gold. You have on gold and I think that's a cultured. I'm not sure if those are jade or what those are actually. I
These are,
don't
but multicolored.
multicolor. So I mean, so many different options to choose from. So little time, right? I mean, who would have thought
Yeah.
I'd be wearing pearls? I mean, I think of June Cleaver when I think of pearls, and these are not your grandmother's pearls. I mean, this is like
No,
stuff to be
they are
wearing.
clutchable.
Yeah, they are clutchable. Well, listen, we have a ton of people who have joined us tonight. Oh my goodness, Mary.
Yay!
It has filled up very, very quickly. So what we're going to ask is that you all drop in the comments, if you haven't done so already, drop in the comments. Let us know who invited you here tonight, because I like to talk about that. Let me just make sure all of our studio group people got let in. There's a couple more members I want to let in real quick here into our studio. Over 1,200 members in the Grace and Group studio, over 500 followers on the Grace and Grit business page. We're doing really, really good with Grace and Grit. But this is where financial freedom and fashion meet, basically, on a Monday night, right here on we call it the Free Jewelry Call. It's not really call, it's a live stream. But I have the distinct pleasure of, interviewing our executive company vice president, Mary Grace Lewandowski, and I get to ask her 4 questions about our business. So if you were invited here tonight, you want to take that as a very big positive, okay? For many reasons. But number one, the stylist who invited you thought that highly of you, that he or she wanted you to hear our opportunity and see if it's something that may be a good fit for you or maybe a good fit for somebody you know. So definitely, if you're here this week at 7 Eastern, 6 Central, we'd love to have you back next week and bring a friend, number one. But number two, the stylist also knows you love Park Lane, and Mary Grace gives away a free curated package of jewelry to one winner every single week. We've been doing this every single week for several years now, and our winners get some really beautiful things. So here's your opportunity to win free jewelry, and all you have to do is listen to us for like 20 minutes and then fill out the Google form. It's so simple. That's your cost of admission. But what we love to do on a Monday night is talk about what we do for a living. In direct sales, we go over 4 very common questions, and we can definitely broaden your horizons and take a deeper dive by you talking to your stylist who invited you at the end of this call. Definitely talk to them and ask them more questions, and we can answer them too. So we ask that you drop things in the comments and just comment. Let us know how you're feeling and what how your Monday night is going. Mary Grace, I always love Monday nights. I love that I get to interview you. And I love that I get to talk about direct sales, because it's certainly a passion for both of us. So let's start out by thanking everybody for coming and asking, or
Thank
really
you, everyone.
yes, thank you, everybody. And just really honestly, just let's start out by just answering the question of like, why direct sales? Like, what is it? How does it differ from multi-level marketing? What is this animal we call direct sales?
Oh my gosh, you guys. I absolutely love it. And I feel so incredibly fortunate that I found such a thing, because I didn't even know it was out there. And I think if someone had said direct sales, I would have gone the other way thinking, oh, that's one of those pyramid things or whatever. And it isn't. Direct sales, really, it's brilliant. The people who started our company knew they wanted to use the direct sales model. They were one of the first people to do it. And we'll talk about that later. But it really is running your own business. It's running your own business with all of the benefits, like the flexibility, the working when you can and when you can't, not, do all that. All of those benefits, no boss except yourself. But none of the risks, and there's a lot of risk to running a small business normally. There's definitely a cost. There's like inventory issues, there's keeping track. So most small businesses take at least 2 years to turn a profit. In direct sales, you can say, okay, I'm going to try this, I'm going to do this, and you can get paid in the first, well, for our particular company, like within days, within a week. So it can really change what's going on in your life. It's a solution to coming up with a little bit of money, or maybe you love that little bit of money. It's kind of a lot of money for what we do, but maybe as time goes on, you decide you want to do more with it. But it's worth putting your toe in the water. It's worth trying, because there is no risk. And I would love to see, especially young people, start earlier, like investing money and stuff.
Right.
Like I wish I had. And sometimes you're just like, but where do I get the extra money? Most of America is living paycheck to paycheck. That's not even a right way to say it, because honestly, most people are living beyond paycheck to paycheck. You might be one of them. I don't know if you are, Janine, you don't have to tell me, but somebody out there might be one of them. I know that I was definitely one of them for most of my grown up life until I found direct sales. And that means like we had some kind of credit card bills out there that we weren't paying them off, so we were living beyond paycheck to paycheck. And if we wanted to do anything special or a big catastrophe was going to happen, it was a scary thought. And ever since I've been in direct sales, I'm like, oh, just have to do a few more shows, just need more orders, just need to get out there a little bit more. So it's, again, I think the best way to say is that it's the all of the benefits of running your own business with none of the risk. And it's the great place to be. Multi-level marketing, it's a lot of people mix this up because multi-level marketing is also running your own business from your home, but
Sure.
most of that is from behind your computer, and most of that is a recruiting push, meaning you want to turn as many customers into reps as you can, thereby creating the multi-levels on which you get paid. Indirect sales, which is what we do, really it means we're party plan. We
Yeah.
have a way where the company will reward people that share the business
Right.
with their friends and family, which is really a plus. And our main objective is that we represent a specific product, and we work as a direct liaison between the customer and the company. So that's the difference between direct sales versus multi-level marketing.
Right, we're party plan. I mean,
Or
we
party plan.
are, you think of Tupperware, that's what we do. You go around, your friends book a show and they introduce you to their friends and you buy products in a home instead of going to Target.
Yeah,
That's what it is. It's
yeah.
not anything bigger than that. And it blows my mind at the people who are so negative toward it or throw out, schemes and all these other things. And I'm like, listen, if it was a scheme, we wouldn't be around since 1955. Let's start
Right.
there because they're illegal. And secondly, we have a product that we represent. We represent a brand. It's a product. It's no different
Yes.
than the people that represent, perfume at the store. I mean, we represent a brand. It blows my mind.
Yes.
You mentioned something about being able to do this part-time or however you want to do it. And, you talked about the fact that once you found this, you were able to then have more money and do more things. And it made me think of like the fact that I've always in my brain, and my husband always says this too. He's like, if the checkbook's low, book a show. Like that's because you get
I
paid.
like it.
You know what I mean? And I mean,
I like
you
it.
could just look at it that way. You said like either make a sale, book a show, do it because you're able to, increase
Control.
your income and control your income in your household.
Especially here, and I know you're going to ask me more questions, but sometimes I forget to say this, and it's especially important to people that have ever worked in other direct sales companies, is here
Oh
at
yeah,
Park Lane, they refuse to rule, if you will,
right.
through fear and intimidation. So we don't have minimums or anything here. Like there's nothing we have to do every month, or like we lose our title or lose our place or whatever. And if you've been with direct sales before, or multi-level marketing, you'll go because it's so stressful, and honest to gosh, right up front, this truly is do with it what you want to do. I know people are so fearful that there's another shoe that's going to drop, there's something else that we're going to ask of you, but honestly with Park Lane it is not that way. It's do it as little or as much as you want, and we'll talk a little bit more about the wonderful incentives that keep us working, but it isn't fear, and it isn't intimidation, and it isn't a fear of loss. So
Mm-mm.
that's big.
Very big. And I love that you brought that up because I think it's important for people to understand that you're here to have fun and to make money and to be, congratulated by your peers because of a job well done. Basically, that's what we do
Yeah.
here. We're the fun job.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that we know what direct sales is and, the differences, why jewelry? Where does jewelry fit into all of this?
Yeah, because there's lots of different products that you could choose. There's direct sales companies in bunches of different avenues of life. As a matter of fact, Janine and I, and probably a bunch of the reps that are watching right now, used to work for other direct sales companies.
And-
And one reason we came to Park Lane is because they recognize experience. So you don't have to start all over. Like, so
Right.
if you've been with another company or you know someone who has been, it's worth an interview because you may be able to come in at a higher level with higher pay. Here at Park Lane, we want to reward you for the experience that you are now bringing to our company. I brought a lot of really great direct sales experience here from the candle company. Janine did from the basket company. And it makes us grow and be better. And Park Lane knows that. So I just wanted to make sure that I got out there. So my company that I was with for the first 12 years of my direct sales career started to flounder. I know the same thing was with you, Janine. I
Yes.
was high up enough that I saw the signs and I knew like, whoa. And I really did feel this way. There were so many people on my team that were working with me and stuff, and we sell a dream. And I knew that the dream wasn't there. The dream was not going to be, what I was able to take advantage of. So I just felt like I needed to do better for them and for my family. And when I started looking around with what my choices were, I definitely settled on jewelry. The first time I went into direct sales, I just happened to be at a party. It looked fun. I love the product. I think most
Yeah.
of us would tell a story like
Same.
that.
Yeah.
The second time, I'm like, okay, this is like a legitimate job, a really great career. And I want to stay in this space because this is what I'm good at and where I've had my experience. But I think I'm going to look at other companies, but I'm going to choose jewelry. And the reason that I chose jewelry was the same reason that the Levine family chose jewelry in 1955 when they started our company. I told you they wanted to use the direct sales model. They knew that first. They were very taken with it
Right.
and with the ability to help women, especially women at that time, be able to be where they needed to be, doing all of the duties that they had, but also the ability to make a really big paycheck, a really big influence. So that was huge. They were just instrumental in wanting to change everything that way. We're so grateful to them. But they didn't know what product. And they hired consultants, and these consultants, all of whom were in competition with each other, different companies, all three of them came back with jewelry as the number one choice. And Parkland wasn't expecting that. They go defend your answers. And this is what I'm about to tell you that now that why I chose jewelry and why
Yeah.
I've experienced this now because I wasn't even a big jewelry like wearer or lover. Okay.
No.
But let's look at jewelry. Okay. First of all, whenever you're going to represent a product, you want a market that's going to sustain and keep, there's a lot of interested people. Jewelry is everybody. It really is. Now, I know someone out there can go, oh no, my Aunt Lois doesn't like jewelry. That's not what I mean, though. But it's not self contained to certain ages or to certain like men or women or certain types of people. There's ages, nothing. It's like across the gamut. So that's
Right.
absolutely huge. It withstands the test of time. Not only does it appeal to bunches of different types of individuals, but it withstands time. Like it's not going to be, oh, that was a fad. It's been around 100,000 years, right? And it's the forecasts are like in the billions, like double digit billions is the forecast for the
Yeah. Boom.
designer inspired jewelry market. It's absolutely huge. Now you look at a couple other things, okay? People say that research says that people will do more for their job having purpose than for money. And we all love the money. That's usually why we look for a job. But the
Sure.
fact that what I do makes people feel better about themselves, um, able to buy a really delightful gift for someone, able to shower themselves or others with multiple pieces of gorgeous jewelry, that means a lot to me and it's huge. And they will tell me like, oh my gosh, this changed me, this is so cool. But also the fact is that because we sell jewelry, we represent jewelry, it's very easy for us to segue into conversations about what we do because we're actually out and about in our product. Not
Right.
only us, but our customers. Yeah, our customers, hostesses, everybody, people who
Yeah.
work with us, we're all like out there sporting Park Lane and it's bringing more business back to all of us. Very inexpensive to store. I
Sure.
used to have a whole nother garage for my candle stuff. Here it's like in the
True.
size of my purse. Yeah. I can't imagine the baskets.
Oh,
I mean, baskets aren't really heavy, but how many trips did you have to make to the car?
7 because we had baskets, wrought iron, and pottery. You have to remember that. So we had the
Oh
full
my
kit.
gosh.
Yeah. 7.
Yeah.
And you were trying to always make it shorter because you didn't want people to think it took a lot, but it took a lot.
Yeah. They used to have actually lessons on how to make our very difficult job look easy.
And
And
now we
with
don't have that
jewelry,
at all. Isn't that funny?
yeah. With jewelry, it is really easy. I'm not just saying that. And if we do 78% of my peeps do everything from right here from their seat on camera now, showing the jewelry. But if you do choose to go out and do home shows or get togethers or
Yeah.
whatever, so light. It's like the size of a tote, a bag, put it over your shoulder, one trip. you're done, So many, many, many advantages. It's considered consumable. This actually was a big one to me because I sold candles, and one of the things
They're
in our
consumable.
plus,
Yeah. Yeah.
was you use them up. Well, with jewelry, we don't use up our jewelry, but it is considered consumable because the fashion industry is like it. We keep it all consumable. It changes with normally it changes with the presenters, but not in our case.
True. Very
Same shirt, yeah. But it changes with
unbelievable.
it changes with the outfits, it changes with the seasons, it changes with people's taste, it changes with what the events are. It's a really neat chameleon place, and I feel like it's keeping me young. It might not be showing in my arms, where I had to pull my shirt down, but I feel like it's keeping me like with it. And I love
Oh, for
that.
sure.
I just love that.
It's
Something we
fun.
don't talk about either, ever. And now that I can talk over you with my new phone, we don't talk about this ever. And
Love.
I know you, so I know you think this is great too. When I do a jewelry party, either online or in person, it's one of the only places that I can see multiple generations truly, truly enjoying each other
I talk
and
about it
and what's
all the
happening.
time.
Yeah,
Yes.
from the
Yes.
little baby girls that know exactly what to do with the bracelet, that cracks
Yes.
me up, to the great grandmas, and everywhere in between. It's like little girls playing with treasure.
Let me tell you
It's
what,
just
that
amazing.
is a little known bonus of repping a fashion brand that is all inclusive. Park
Yes,
Lane Jewelry is all inclusive, any
yes,
age, any size, any style. I've always
yes,
believed that. It's actually my
yeah.
tagline because I truly do believe that. I feel like just because you think you age out in life and fashion, you don't. You can now, for those of you joining us, you're not seeing double. Okay. You didn't plan this. I wore pink, she wore yellow, same darn shirt. She's the thin twin. But that being
Oh,
said, oh, come on. But that being said, the fun thing is that any age, like you see this all the time. And when you do parties and you see the little young girls putting the bracelet stacks on, the older ladies are doing it too, and they love it. It makes them
yeah,
feel good. We have a
yes.
feel good product. We have a feel good product, and that's something we don't talk about a lot. It's a feel good product.
You said it
Okay.
3 times, so that'll do it for 3 weeks.
Listen, I say things in threes. We all know that. That's just one of my faults in life. I speak in threes. But because you want people to hear that. You want them to
It's
hear
a feel
that.
good product.
It's a feel good product. Talk to me about why people should choose Park Lane jewelry over other direct sales jewelry brands.
Okay, so I was in that situation. I had to, brought it down to the jewelry. I had decided the jewelry market was where I was going to go.
Right.
And I was being, what's that called? Like when people want you. I don't remember that feeling, but
Oh, you were being sought after by other companies.
yes,
You
yes,
were
was very flattering.
recruited.
Yes.
Recruited. We could use that word.
When I think about the fact that I had any angst about making a decision at all, it had to do with the flattery,
Yeah.
of it all, and but it was not a difficult decision when you looked at just the most important things, which were the programs. Like
Right.
that was
Right.
not difficult. I mean, any company, not just jewelry. First, we've been around since 1955, and we're debt free and cash rich. I say those words so easily, but just think about, you guys, in today's world, what that took and what it continues to take. And they're throwing extra things at us all the time. They have so much money, and they're so proud of us and how well we're doing and how we continue to do better and better. Just their good thinking along the way has just made so many things possible. And that being said, I don't know that we put as much emphasis on this as we have since COVID, because we lived through it, but they've lived through a lot. So, every business, every life has ups and downs and issues and things that come along that aren't expected. When you're cash rich and debt free and you've lived through a bunch of things already, you do it very calmly. You weather that storm very calmly. So when
Yeah.
other places are going down or going out of business, ours is just adding more and more and more. And this is true. So talk about security. I always say it's like having all of the newness of a brand new company because of the way we operate and get excited all the time, but the security of one that's been around and established forever. So that
Since
is an unusual
1955.
combination.
Yes. Yeah.
Very unusual combination. So love that. But when you look at the programs, it starts too with the fact that they have this amazing customer sale. And they've promised us, and I've been here a long time, guys, now almost 16 years. They've promised us they will never take anything away. All they will ever do is enhance our programs, and that has absolutely been the truth since 1955.
Yeah.
So the customer program where it's buy two for regular, get four for half, spend 90 and get a special item for 35, that is so popular with everybody. They repeat it, they tell their friends about it. We do. Everyone's so excited about it.
Yeah.
It makes our average order over $100, and everybody's thrilled. They don't feel like, oh, I got one thing, it was $100. They got 6, 7, 8
Six.
things for
Yeah.
$100. They're
Yeah.
thrilled to death, and they're going out in the world with their multiple pieces on. Like we said, we know what that does for us. And then we're getting paid commission on what they spend. Well, they're thrilled. Well, guess what? So are we. I'm not going to deny it. We're thrilled that our average order is over $100 because in my last business, my average order was maybe 20. And, I know there's other less expensive, like people say, oh, the $5 jewelry. It might be great, but I don't know how much you have to sell in order to do the same that we can do in one order and still have everybody be thrilled and know that your jewelry is guaranteed, and then if anything goes awry, that, we're going to fix them up. So all of that stuff is just
Peace of
absolutely
mind.
amazing.
Yeah.
That customer sale um, turns us into the highest paid reps in the industry. And we start anywhere from 30 to 50% commission, depending on your title or what you achieve, but very easily, very simple to go from 30 to 50 with
Right.
our tutelage. I promise. It really is. So that's super cool. And the hostess program, which is there for us, is when somebody shares their family and friends. So, for example, if I said, hey, Janine, why don't we do like a Facebook show or a messenger party? Why don't we just get your friends on a messenger? We'll take 30 minutes. I'll send out some pictures. It'll be all earrings, and people can do like their earrings while they're watching Bridgerton, like something like that. And then they're like, okay, it's perfect. And then Park Lane rewards the hostess for getting the people together. And
Yeah.
they get anywhere from normally our average $400 to $1,000 in free and discounted jewelry.
Mhm.
And they're thrilled and they're out there wearing our product. So also, like what I said about that they don't have minimums, what they do have is just things that
Enhancements.
enhance you to like just what's that word I'm looking for? Like when you want to do better. You just want to do better because there's other things. So like vacations, 2 vacations a year, 2 trips a year that you can earn. Free
Incentives.
jewelry,
Mhm.
incentives. Free
Incentives.
jewelry every single month, you guys. Every single month. Being paid on your own. Like so if you're like a rep and you place an order, you can buy the 2 for get the $35 items, get the hostess credit too, and get paid. By the time all of that is done, it's like an 80 to 85% discount. So we totally welcome people to come, even just as their own user. Stay in your VIP group, stay in your stuff you're doing right now, but have your own little website so that you can place your own orders and have your family and friends place their own orders here and there. And you'll be bringing in a little extra stream of income.
Of
This is
income.
really
Yeah.
big stuff. Yeah. And Janine always loves when I say, I love that we get jewelry and vacations and car payments because those are things that usually are like what you're working for.
Yeah.
As you're working for them, you're making more money and they're like free. So I love that. I feel like we're pulling something over on someone.
I do too. I feel like we get paid in cash and jewelry and incentives. I mean,
Yeah.
you're double, triple, and quadruple dipping a lot of times, depending on what you're earning and what they're sending. And they're always sending you something free. If you are someone who is just minimally active with your business, meaning you're doing like 1 or 2 shows a month, you're earning incentives with Park
Yeah.
Lane. They're sending things. It's just awesome.
And
Listen,
part of I have so many people tell me that this has served so many more needs than just it's about so much more than jewelry.
100%.
Like just learning how to just learning how to even say things in a nice way, or how to interact with people, or the support and camaraderie that we all have for one another. You grow as a person, you grow, and you get paid for it. So I like that part.
That's something that we don't touch on all the time, and that is the support of your organization. You've built an environment here that's very supportive. We all help each other. We will go to bat for each other. We will help each other. We will stand in a row with someone else and lock arms. That's what we do here, and that's the culture of Grace and Grit.
Yeah.
It's the culture of what
It's
you've
an
built.
escape
So,
from, it's an escape from the regular
it's an
life
escape from
job.
regular life, 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about why now. Why is now the time? Like, why should everyone click the link that I'm going to put out for the Google form and sign up now?
Yeah. I mean, the number one reason that you want to sign up now is because you just got that feeling in your stomach. And even if you're going to allow yourself to be talked out of it later, don't ignore it. There is a literal like success principle called lean in. It's in the top 5. And they took all really super successful people across the world, and successful in different measures, different ways, because success certainly is not just money, but just
Right.
considered successful in their field or in their life. One of the aspects that they found was common across all of it was that successful people leaned in. So like, and what I mean by that is like, you probably have questions. You probably wonder, well, what if I do if? Well, what if this? Well, what if that? You know what? Successful people go, okay, wait a second. They just told me it's $129 to join. I'm just telling you this. I get to pick out $500 worth of
500.
jewelry.
Yep.
There's no minimums or like have tos. I can do it as little or as much as I want around the schedule that I have. And I decide not to do it anymore. I don't have to do it anymore. And I can just go back to being what I was. Like a successful person thinking, I'm teaching, wouldn't go, well, wait. They'd say, I'm in, I'm going to try, and I'll figure out the rest as I go along.
Right.
And we're here ready for you. We have it all figured out. Right. So, like, we have team resources that you can run a cut and paste business on your, yes. So we're here, to help you all with that aspect. So don't overthink it. But also for $129, you get your own personal website. You
Right.
get access to all of the tools that Parkling Jewelry has. We are currently allowed, I think, is it an impression right now? I can't. You get to pick out an impression bracelet of your choice, which is another $188 item. So
Yeah.
really $788. And you just get in on the spring capsule, a capsule collection, spring that just dropped. Okay. Another capsule that'll be dropping for summer, probably within the next 7-8 weeks. Okay. A brand new book that dropped in January, a season change when people are thinking about like, what do they call it? Transitioning into their new, like maybe it's cold, but I'm going to put on a spring necklace as opposed to a wintry necklace,
Yes.
so much that you can take advantage of. And what we ask is that you have a show. You do a show, and the show is your show. And the person at the end of who does your show at the end of the show will be, okay, do you want to join and get your paycheck for $475, or do you want me to keep it? So
Right.
you just have the show, because you get all the benefits of the show regardless. And you may also get a paycheck. And I think after you see all that, you'd be like, well, why would I not try this? And we all know I lost my beautiful husband almost 3 years ago. And he was so much more, what's the word I'm looking for? He was very intentional, very specific,
Very intentional.
very detail orientated. You know how they say opposites attract? Well, guess what? This is me. Okay. But he was the one that looked at me and said, Mary Grace, if you don't try this, you're never going to know if those things you're worried about will come true or won't come true. And it was just so clear. And I was like,
Found.
you're right. So I want to repeat his words to you guys. If you don't try this, regret is way heavier than a decision where you're like, I don't really like this. I guess I just won't do it anymore.
Right. And we give you the opportunity to try. That's the killer. That's the part I don't get why everybody on this call doesn't say yes.
Yeah.
Because we give you the opportunity to try. Number one, we're offering you by starting your business, we're saying we will do a party for you. So that means you're starting your business with a party. Okay.
Yes.
So your friends and family are going to get to play in Sparkle. So now, number one, we're going to do that and make everybody happy. Then you can sit back and watch what the stylist is doing, and you can sit there and go, can I do this? Should I do this? Am I? And the answers are all yes. But
Yes.
you can sit back and really look at that. And then at the end, we're saying to you, you're not committed yet. You can then choose, would you like to be the stylist and receive the paycheck and the jewelry, or do you just want to be the host and
Yes.
receive the jewelry? It's your choice. Nobody's backing you into a corner here and telling you sign on the dotted line and now you're committed. We're giving you the opportunity to ease in, to dip your toe, to kick a tire or two, to feel what it's like. So as a stylist at Four Park Lane and as someone in direct sales for 31 years of my professional career, the biggest honor I ever get is when somebody books a party with me.
Yes.
Because to me, that's
you want to be around me.
Yeah, that's that. Well, I mean, it's that, and that's what keeps your business afloat.
Yes.
So if you're listening to this and you want to support local and shop local and help your neighbor or help your sister or help your fellow mom out there, book a party. I mean, that's what we need you to do. And
make
then
somebody's day.
Later, make somebody's day. I love the why now portion of this because in my mind, it's always a good time.
Yeah, it is.
You can't just say that. It really is truly. And Renee said it again too. You test drive. I mean, we give you the opportunity to do that. Nobody is saying to you, you must, you must, you must. We're here to help you along the way. And
we're so passionate about it because we're still going to have the same wonderful lives, whether you join or not, but we just want you to have it so badly. We just get so passionate about it, don't we? I do. I get so passionate about it.
100%. I've always said if I could stand on the rooftops and shout it out. And I think that there's just so many people that just kind of don't open their minds to it because they listen to the noise. And, you're looking at two people right here who have made a career in it, and you have tens of thousands more in our organization that have made careers of this, of women that we know, and
it works.
Men that it works for. So we are here every Monday night at 7 Eastern, 6 Central. I have dropped the Google form in the comments. We need you to fill that out. When you fill it out, that is your ticket to be into the free jewelry drawing. We announce the free winner usually by Wednesday or Thursday of this week. So you want to fill that out right away. And when we hang up this call and say goodbye, we hope that you will contact your stylist and book a party.
Yes. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. I hope to see you as part of our team and get to know you a little bit better. It's a pretty fun place to be. Thanks again, Janine. Oh, Janine, we got to go change our shirt for the next thing.
Yeah, right. All right. Bye, everyone.